I am a romance writer. I write of love and dreams.
Hi all, welcome to Romance from the Red Couch, where I talk about all things passionate. I'm Toni Kenyon and I'm a rockstar romance writer and I write the private love series. Today I thought I'd have a chat about Glastonbury. I was reading my Twitter feed, which is always a wonderful thing to be reading, because I live at the bottom side of the world, and in case you don't know where I live in New Zealand, and we are a tiny little couple of islands that sit like this underneath Australia. So you get your globe, you pick it up, you peer underneath, and there we are, sitting, the South Island sitting like this, and the North Island kind of sitting like this with, I don't know, it looks a bit like a stingray with a tail, so I don't know, it's probably a bit like this, hey? Have a look, you'll find us. And I was talking to my husband this morning when we were out walking our dogs in this beautiful weather. And yes, my dear husband, the musician in my life, who I like to refer to as him indoors, or the sound guy, because he's pretty hot on sound. He's just I was going to say replumbed, but just fixed the house. We've just built a new house and we've got all this internal wiring that he and I sort of crawled through when the framing was going up, and it's all wound through the inside of the walls, which also means it's a super highway for mice around here at the moment. So we're blocking off the little holes and putting all the speakers up so we've got music through the house. But anyway, so that's sort of part of what he does, and does lots of other sound, but that was what he was busily doing yesterday. But we were out walking this morning, and on my Twitter feed, which is a wonderful thing if you're living in New Zealand at the bottom end of the world, as I described, 10 stories, the 10 best acts of Glastonbury I was reading. And I love music videos, obviously, because it feeds into my music mania. I can sit and watch music videos for hours and hours and hours on end, and there was clips of various artists who this person who was writing this article thought were the best 10 acts that had ever been on Glastonbury, and Dolly Parton was the 2014 one. But the one that really caught my attention, that I was talking to the sound guy about, was David Bowie in 2000. And the reason that that caught my attention, there was a number of reasons. The first reason was probably that I've been completely obsessed with David Bowie for years. He's just, makes wonderful music. He's got a beautiful voice. I was talking to a musician friend the other day saying that, when you sing, you do things, your voice does things to me, and I find that fascinating. And David Bowie's voice has done that to me for a very long time. And so I was watching this performance, and the first thing that I found really fascinating about it was that David said that he had been suffering from laryngitis, and he might not be able to sing some of the lyrics, so he would like the audience to sing with him. And if you can imagine 200,000 people singing with you, I've never had that experience. I can't imagine what it's like to have your songs sung back to you by that many people. But it's one of the things that I find fascinating about musicians, one of the things that feeds into my obsession and sort of what I try and examine and explain and interpret and tell stories about in the series that I write. And if that fascinates you too and you'd like to continue to come along for the ride, I'd love to see you. We'll catch you another day. Thanks for stopping in.
It's all about love.